Happy Mother's Day, and shout out to all the ladies making the babies. This world wouldn't be nothing without a woman, okay? This may be a man's world, but it ain't nothing without a girl. And I just want to say thank you to all the mothers out there, all of you who are just doing your best with what you have, with what you know, with what you can, to raise your children, to still be yourselves, to hold on to your identity. I thank you so much because there are so many brothers and sisters that I have in this world that are not biologically mine, and you have raised them in such a way that I have a family outside of my family, and I'm able to love and be loved by them. And it's because of the amazing, astounding love that women are pouring into their children. So thank you, ladies. Woo! We love you, mothers. Yay! Now, while I am not a mother, today, Mother's Day, can be a very sensitive day for people, and I myself find it very hard, celebrating my own mother and my father on these days, because I know there are so many of us, so many women out there who are grieving because they have lost their mother, or they are women who have lost children, mothers who have lost children. And so Mother's Day, I suspect, is a very, almost like a reliving of that trauma, even on a deeper level that you feel on just an everyday occasion of missing your mother or missing your child if you're a mother who has lost a child. But on this day when mothers are celebrated, that wound is open and feeling even much more exposed. And so my heart just goes out to all of you, and I'm with you, standing behind you, wanting to make sure that you feel loved and appreciated, and that if I can be there to wipe your tears, that I'll do that. And if I could be there to make you smile, I'll do that too. So, the great thing about mothers is that their love is eternal. And being a mother, your love is eternal, and it is felt and is deeper, and it goes beyond the grave. And so my heart goes out with all of you. So please, please, please keep your head up. And I know that's a hard thing, cliche thing to say, but moment of silence for the mothers that we have lost, and for the mothers who have lost children. So on this Mother's Day, I would like to take a moment to use this platform to say Happy Mother's Day to my very own mother. I love you so much and so incredibly. I think but I will do anything for you. Like, I love to see you smile. I love it when you're happy. I love when you feel fulfilled. And it's because you gave those characteristics to me that I love to see them in you, and when you have them. I would be nothing without how you raised me, and how you taught me, and how you reared me. God blessed me when He gave me a mother like you. When He told me in the spiritual realm of the heavenlies that you would be my mother and I would be your daughter, I don't think my own spiritual imagination could have fathomed how much of an earthly joy you would give me by being my mother. You've instilled in me so much confidence and courage. You always told me ever since I was a little girl that I can do and be whatever I want, that I just needed to try, and that you would back me up 100%. And that made me feel so fearless, that I didn't have anything to fear, because if I have my mother and my father supporting me, what the world thinks about me doesn't even matter, And you've given me such a firm foundation to stand on, that I've gone out into the world and I've created a life for myself. And when I was afraid of things, I didn't run away from them. I ran to them, I ran towards them, and I said, I'm going to conquer this fear. And it's you who gives me that encouragement, like just knowing that you're around, and that I can call you and I can trust you and I can trust that you'll love on me gives me such courage. And, you know, I haven't always been the best daughter. You know, you have forgiven me so many times. You have, you know, been so unconditional and relentless in your love for me that I want to make sure that you always feel that my love for you is unconditional. I don't know who I would be if it wasn't for you. And I don't want to even think about it because I love me, and I love me. Loving me is loving you. And I want to create a world that you are proud to be in and live in, and safe to be in and live in. And I just want to do what I can to make you happy and make sure you're happy. Here are some important things that you taught me. Don't put your knee in the couch. Now, when I was in your house, that rule used to really ignore me because I'm like, how do I sit down when I put my knee in the couch first? Like, if I want to put my foot up, then I need to put my knee in the couch first. And you're like, oh, you're going to break the couch. You know, you're going to cause, you know, it to lose its firmness or whatever. And I'm like, Mom, you're tripping. It's a couch. And I didn't say that because, boy, I think I would have been in big trouble. But that's what I was thinking. And now that I'm 27 years old and I got my own couch and I done put my knee in it enough to know that, oh, wait, my couch has lost a little bit of integrity or heard that pop. Then I realized, oh, my mom was right. This is why you don't put your knee in the couch. And now I don't put my own knee in the couch. So thanks, Mom. Saving couches every day. Moms, gosh, look at them. Something important you taught me was to love people who want to love me, but still respect and encourage everybody. And to me, that means like play with the people who want to play with me. Like, there are going to be people who are not for me, that are not going to get my person, that are not going to understand my personality, and we won't mesh. And that's okay, because there's going to be people for me that are going to be for me, that are going to be of a benefit to me. And so if there are people that don't like me, I can still love them, I can still respect them, but I don't have to be influenced by their opinion of me and what they want from me or what they think of me. And I think that's made me a very, you know, overall loving, caring, sharing person. Another thing that you taught me is that other people's judgment of me does not change my value. I remember one time I was like in 8th grade and they had this modeling competition, and I'm like building it up in my head. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is my big break. They're going to see me. I'm going to walk. And they're going to be like, you're the one. And I'm going to be a superstar. I'm going to be a supermodel. That's just it. And I went there. My dad took me and we're there. And they didn't have a place for me. Like, I wasn't a representation of what they wanted. And I remember them, you know, saying that to me. And I remember just getting in the car and like straight up crying the whole way home. Friday, he gonna cry in the car. That was me the whole way home. And I got home and I was just like just blubbering, crying. And like, I remember you getting mad, and I'm like, well, how is she mad at me and I'm heartbroken? And you're like, no, you know, like, you don't let other people's opinions of you change your dreams or change what you want or stop you from doing what you want to do. Just because this one person said something, now you're going to doubt everything you know about yourself. Now you're not beautiful. Now you're not good enough because of what this one person has said. They don't know you. They don't know what God put in you. And I was like, but later I realized that you were so right. And I've lived with that. That one no is just that, it's a no. It doesn't make or break me. It doesn't determine my value. It doesn't decrease my value. Someone's yes doesn't increase my value. I have value no matter what, in whatever state that I am in. And that is peace. That is love. That is the internal joy that no one can take away. So thank you for that. Another thing you taught me was to treat yourself. That you can celebrate yourself. I remember for my 6th birthday, you took me out to get my nails painted, and you bought me this new blouse from JCPenney's. It was silk and it was hot, so don't buy me another one, thank you. And you took me out to get Chinese food, and then we ended the night going to see the play of my favorite movie, Holes. And I just was so enamored with theater and just with the whole experience and the atmosphere, and I loved it. And you gave me a sense of culture, like you encultured me. You didn't allow me to become enclosed by what society said as a woman, as a black woman or a black child, what I needed to be, what I needed to be exposed to, what was my realm. But you constantly took me outside of that and gave me opportunities to glimpse and see the world from different perspectives. And so I think that's why I'm so hungry for that experience now, because you gave me that experience at an early age that I'm exposed to different things, and I'm able to say and engage what I like and what I dislike and what I think is for me and what I think I would like to try. You taught me that sometimes you have to make sacrifices for the people you love. You've made some of the greatest sacrifices for me, for, your family members, and I've seen it, I've lived it, and I've experienced it. And at the time, these sacrifices, I remember when, my cousin came to stay with me, or stay with us, and, I had a hard time dealing with that. I was the baby of the family. I'm still not good at sharing, and I wasn't good at sharing then either. And, that experience really opened me up to see that, when you love people, you love them no matter what. Like you love them no matter how much it may inconvenience you. You love them no matter what their state or condition is. You love them. And so making that space open to other people, teaching me how to share, helping me get over that, that baby syndrome, helped me to become a better woman today. And I think that, I remember one time, you wanted me to give my hair comb to my cousin. And I was like, I already gave up so much. I'm sharing half my room. I'm sharing half the snacks. Now you want me to give her my comb? My hair comb? And I refused to. I was like, no, I'm not giving her my comb. And I remember you didn't argue with me. You didn't fight with me about it. You said okay. And you called her down and you opened up, you pulled out a package that had a brand new comb in it, and you opened it and you gave it to her. And I remember standing there a little dumbfounded. And I remember her getting the comb and just kind of being happy and bouncing off. And you said to me, don't you think if I ask you to give something away, that I'm going to give you something even better to replace it? Whew. And that reminded me so much of how God loves us. God is never going to ask us or, to give something up or take something away without replacing it with something better and far greater than what we had before. And we just have to be obedient to God's call to receive those things. But if we are disobedient to God's call, then we could miss out on those opportunities and those blessings. And I think one of the greatest gifts that you've given me was that